Hello viewers out there, and welcome to Sports on Fauzan Haroun channel, another video of Sports on Fauzan Haroun channel. If this is your first time of joining me on the show, please do subscribe to the channel for me and hit the notification bell, send in your comments, like the program if you enjoy it, share the program for so many people to enjoy the vibe and the excitement you are feeling here with me. Thank you, viewers, for joining me and keeping faith with the channel of choice. I'm going to analyze the game between RB Leipzig and then Atletico Madrid that was played yesterday. And already there are so many punchlines in this game that was played yesterday. Atletico Madrid, in one of the tabloids, said their phobia is Cristiano Ronaldo. They are Cristiano Ronaldo phobia, and so anytime they play in the Champions League and they meet Cristiano Ronaldo, they tend to fumble and lose out to him. And this time around, luckily for them, Cristiano Ronaldo had already been exited by Juventus out of the Champions League, and so their way was smooth for them to land the trophy, not knowing, but unfortunately for their arrogance, they never thought that a team like RB Leipzig could even put up a fight, let alone eliminate them from the Champions League. And so Diego Simeone and his boys really, I personally think they underrated the German side, the Leipzig boys, and it turned out to be their Waterloo. They turned out to be their shame on the night of the Champions League, in which they lost 2-1. They even had to score their only goal in the match as a result of a penalty. That I would say is a reasonably genuine penalty that was awarded to João Felix, and he had to get up and pick the ball and slot the ball into the net for the equalizer. And later on, Tyler Adams went on to score the winning goal for RB Leipzig after Daniel Olmo got the first goal in the 51st minute. So it was all in all a second half action for the game. In the first half, it was 0-0, and all the goals were scored in the second half, and then the Germans controlled the game. And so many were of the view that because of the departure of Timo Werner to Chelsea, RB Leipzig were going to be found wanting. And so unfortunately for those who were having that thought, RB Leipzig really surprised those pundits who thought that they wouldn't do much and worry the Atletico Madrid side. And Atletico Madrid side went into the game honestly as favorites. I was thinking that they were the favorites of this encounter, but in a game of football, just like in the Atalanta PSG game, PSG had to rely on sheer lack of brilliance in the last minute of the game, in the 90th minute or so. But unfortunately, just like when you compare this game to the Atalanta PSG game, the composed team here was RB Leipzig, and then Atletico Madrid team were not composed in this encounter. Despite the fact that unfortunately fortunately for them, in the game against Liverpool, they were more composed than as it turned out yesterday. And I don't know, because of their sheer arrogance and thinking that they were going to account for the German side so easily, they didn't put in much in this game. Unfortunately, not that they didn't put in much in this game. The tactics of Nigel Nagelsmann, the young 33-year-old coach of RB Leipzig tactics, outwitted Diego Simeone. He never thought that young coach could easily outwit him and do a trick on him, and it turned out that was the case. Brilliant performance from the likes of Upamecano, the central defender of RB Leipzig. He had to come in there sometimes, do some overlapping, give out some excellent passes. I was impressed with the RB Leipzig guys. They had Gulacho in post, Klostermer, Upamecano, Halstenberg, Lemar, Angelino, Sabitzer, Olmo, Nkunku, and then Yusuf Poulsen. Poulsen did excellently well yesterday too. Atletico Madrid had all their usual players. They had the Diego Costes, the Llorente even had to start this time around, the João Felix. All those players were on the field, but unfortunately their tactics were outwitted by Nagelsmann of RB Leipzig. They turned out successfully and had to secure semi-finals of the Champions League after 11 years of their formation. And already the coach is entitled to 500,000 euros for qualifying them to the semi-final stage of the Champions League. What a good amount of money for him. He's going to do a whole lot of things for the money. That is an issue for him to decide honestly. Please, if this is your first time of joining me on the show, please do well to subscribe to the channel for me, as well as like the program if you enjoy it. Send in your comments as well on the channel of choice, Fauzan Haroun channel for you. Without much ado, I will say that tactics won this game. Honestly, the summary of this game is that tactics won this game. The Germans were well composed and not to go and blink an eye with respect to the tactics that was communicated to them by their coach. They had to execute that to perfection, and so that was what happened in this game. And so thanks for them. What we will say is to Atletico Madrid, we say better luck next time. To RB Leipzig, we say good luck to them as they march forward in the semi-finals against Paris Saint-Germain, which is going to also be another cracker of a match for that matter. And without much ado, I will say thank you very much for joining me in this video, sports video. All I can say is that God richly bless you if you've been watching my programs all throughout when the channel was launched. God richly bless you. If this is your first time of joining, please do well subscribe to the channel for me. And then thank you very much for keeping faith with the channel of choice. Do spread the message and share the program for your friends to also come on board, because we need to build a big family of entertainment for that matter and sports, as well as other interesting educative program on the channel. Thanks for joining me. God richly bless you. Cheers. Hope to meet some other time.